What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of BWT. We're getting started on the off-season predictions for free agency for each team. I'm going to go through the free agents that every team has going into the market and who I think they should sign to benefit their team in the 24 regular season, 2024 regular season. But before that, let's give a big shout out to the entire network. We reached our goal of 1K subscribers. Shout out to all the subscribers that we have gotten, and shout out to the ones that are going to join in the future. We have shows covering college. We have CTC, Carlton College. We have FFC, Fantasy Football with Coombs. We have Dave's Doghouse, where he gives you the people who played bad throughout the week and the people who straight up just dominated throughout the week. We got the Joe Jordan Show, where he's going to give you little information here and there about basketball and football, whatever he feels like doing on that specific episode. We've got Real Ballers Only with Javon. That's a new show. Make sure you guys check that one out. And we have another new show on the network, In the Red Corner, with Tony, Ricky, and Ty. And of course, we have the main show with Joe, Dave, and Tomo, and got BWT. So we're giving you all sports throughout the entire network. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode from either one of the shows. Yeah, man, appreciate you guys. Thank you again. Let's get into it. Tonight, we are going to start with the Colorado Rockies, right? We're going to start in the NL West and make our way all the way to the AL East. I'm going to save the AL East for last because that is where my team, the Yankees, are. And there seems to be some rumbling going on about some people going to Boston and stuff like that. So I'm going to save the best for last. Rockies finished last year 59 and 103, which was last place in the NL West. Their bright spots for their season were Elias Diaz, their catcher, winning All-Star Game MVP, and Brenton Doyle getting Gold Gloves and out in center field this season. But other than that, I mean, Chris Bryant had a pretty injury-ridden season. Charlie Blackmon signed an extension, so he'll be coming back. They've got some pieces, right? They've got a young team, which is trending. I wouldn't say trending in the right direction, but trending like they're trying to get there, you know. Right now, they have 4 players going into free agency. They have Joff Hartlib. Sorry if I mispronounce your name, but he only pitched 4 innings. He had a 0-0 record with a 2.25 ERA. They had another pitcher, Brett Suter. He pitched 69 innings with a 4-3 record, 3.38 ERA, and 55 strikeouts. And then you have Chris Flexen, which is also another pitcher. He went 102 innings, 2-8 record, 6.86 ERA, and 74 Ks. And then their final guy going into the free agency is Chase Anderson. He pitched 86 innings with a 1-6 record, with a 5.42 ERA and 64 strikeouts. Um, as you can tell by those numbers, pitching was their problem. Uh, they play in that high altitude, so if the ball goes up, it's probably going to get out of the park, you know. Um, so that they need pitching to keep the ball on the ground, um, keep the ball in the yard, so that they have a shot to even be in any of these ball games, right? 59 and 103. That is nothing to be proud about. Uh, but I think they might be able to do a little something in free agency. Their team needs are pitching, second base, and first base. They let go of CJ Cron at the trade deadline. Um, their second baseman isn't uh, anything to write home about, and their pitching obviously is not ideal. They, for me, I feel like they should re-sign Chase Anderson. They should re-sign Chris Flexen, and then go out and get Carlos Santana. Right. The reason why I say Carlos Santana, he is a journeyman these past couple years. Um, switch hitting first baseman. He'll be able to add some power in the lineup, and he'll also be able to give these young guys a veteran presence in the clubhouse, um, to give them sort of a direction on where they want to be, right? I'm not saying that he's going to turn them into these world beaters out in Colorado, right? I'm just saying that he has the potential to give these guys a little nudge to be like, yo, let's get to it. We got a job to do, and let's do it. Um, and the other free agency signing is, I think they're going to go out and sign Whit Merrifield, right? Um, I feel like they have some money to throw around, right? They have Chris Bryant's contract. He really has not panned out with what they thought he was going to be after trading with the Cubs for him. Um, they have Ryan McMahon over at third. They have Charlie Blackmon on right, Brenton Doyle in center, Elias Diaz at catcher. Um, I feel like they'll get to like that 65, maybe 70 win mark next season. Um, they got some work to do. They got some work to do, but there's hope, right? If they got some money and they can go out and give Carlos Santana and Whit Merrifield a pretty good amount of money so that they don't go to the contenders, right? Um like a um like a Dodgers or the Cubs, right? Or some teams like that. Um and I only say those teams. I'm not saying that the Dodgers and the Cubs are going to be competing for um like the top dog in the NL or anything like that. I'm just saying that they have the potential to be well, they are like one or two pieces away from taking that leap, right? Dodgers got eliminated in the first round this year after winning. I believe, 100 games this season. Um, that first round exit after a sweep, not even a first round exit, it was a sweep from the Diamondbacks, which ended up being uh, in the World Series. So at least they can say they lost to the team that won the National League pennant. But who really wants to say that? You know, they want to be the team that's competing for the World Series, right? And I feel like the Rockies can throw a little bit of extra cash to get these guys. And another guy that I think might go to the Rockies is Joey Gallo, right? This guy, he can play first, he can play third, he can play all positions in the outfield. He can be your DH if needed. He is one of the I don't want to. He's one of the guys in the league that have the most pop, right? But with him, it's literally a home run or a terrible strikeout. So I feel like that will be fun for the fans to go out and see Joey Gallo, right? Show up to the show up to the ballpark early, watch Joey Gallo take BP, hit them into the upper deck out there with the high altitude, and maybe that'll inflate his numbers a little bit because everybody that goes there when they leave, that's the thing that they always talk about, like a Trevor Story or Nolan Arenado, right? Or like a Troy Tulowitzki when he finally left that place. Um, I mean, the curveballs don't spin as much out there, so he will have a better chance of doing damage, right? Getting fastballs, getting pitches that don't break as much because I feel like that's his problem. Once he gets onto that front foot and these guys are just spinning it, spinning it, and spinning it, um, that's where he gets into trouble. He has some terrible at bats, um, but if he connects, he's crushing the ball. So I feel like that would bring fans into the stadium, fill the ballpark, um, for at least the first month or two in the season. You know, Joey Gallo, Chris Bryant in the lineup, batting behind each other. I would put them like 3 and 4, right? Um, I feel like that's exciting. And what's better than putting butts in the seats? That means more money in the franchise and more money in the surrounding area with the hotels and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, these are going to be episodes where it kind of fluctuates on time because like the Rockies, they're not really a guy or two away. You know, they are like 4, 5, maybe even I would say they're like 7 pieces away, and I don't see them doing what's needed to be done to make a leap. Um, but yeah, man, I'll catch you guys tomorrow on another episode of BWT. Again, make sure you guys are tuning into all the shows on the network. If you want to become a member, hit that link in the description. Join the IG chats. We've got MLB, we've got NFL, we have college basketball mixed in with women's college basketball. We have NBA mixed in with WNBA, and we also have boxing. It's a combat chat. We have it's combined with boxing, UFC, and WWE. These chats get me through my day. Um, I'll be laughing throughout the entire day. And then you've got your debates, right? And what's better than debating sports with people who have actual knowledge of the game, right? And if you want to get into that environment, make sure you click the link in the description, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.